Namaste. My name is Henry Jolicoeur. I'm a French-Canadian hypnotherapist that has worked with thousands of clients, and my special field of interest and study is brainwashing and mind control by cults. Some people think that only feeble minds can be brainwashed. And today I would like to talk to you about a famous person that I believe to be very brainwashed. His name is Alfred Ford that you see here. He is the great-grandson of Henry Ford of the Ford Motor Company. Alfred joined the Hare Krishna movement in 1975. He said that he joined due to the inspiration that he got from the Beatle George Harrison. Unfortunately, Alfred did not know that George Harrison was also deeply inspired by the work of Bhavananda, Yogananda, of the Self-Realization Fellowship, and of Maharishi, Mahesh, Yogi, of the Transcendental Meditation. And now Alfred is building a multi-million-dollar temple for the Hare Krishna in Mayapur, India, that you see here. Now, since 1975, the Hare Krishna movement went to a series of crises, including dozens of disciples of Swami Bhaktivedanta that declared himself to be spiritual master. And during all that time, Alfred Ford did not say anything, did not make any declaration to state that these so-called spiritual masters were fake, in many cases dangerous, gangsters. Alfred Ford never made any declaration on the terrible statement of his own guru, Swami Bhaktivedanta, that said that women were less intelligent, that black people were inferior and ugly, that homosexuality was a demonic activity, and so many other statements of Swami Bhaktivedanta. And I will put a link under this video to some of his statement. Possibly Alfred Ford has never read this book, Killing for Krishna by Henry Dautowski. If he would have read this book, he would have known that Swami Bhaktivedanta declared that his disciple, the so-called Swami Kirtanananda, was a pure devotee of God. And because Swami Bhaktivedanta declared that Swami Kirtanananda was a pure devotee and everyone in his community should follow him, the result was that hundreds of children were physically, mentally, emotionally, and sexually abused in his community of New Vrindavan, and several murders that were ordered by Swami Kirtanananda. All because Albert's guru said that Kirtanananda was a pure devotee of God. Of those hundreds of children that were sexually abused, now dozens have committed suicide. Naturally, Alfred's two daughters never went to those gurukulas those schools of the Hare Krishna, they went to the finest school that money could buy. Over the years, Alfred has focused his attention in building a magnificent temple in Mayapur that you see here. It doesn't matter all the scandals, all the lies and deceits of the Hare Krishna movement. Albert focused on building his magnificent legacy to the Hare Krishna movement that are still controlled by a bunch of people that have no idea what true enlightenment is all about. In a recent video, I saw Albert Ford being a guest of honor for the unveiling of the biggest Bhagavad Gita in the world. A stunt, really, to attract the President of India to make more publicity for the Hare Krishna movement. What is the use of an enormous Bhagavad Gita? It's a show-off. I truly believe that it's shameful that Alfred Ford, who has witnessed all the lies and deceit and scandal of the Hare Krishna movement, never says a word of criticism toward the Hare Krishna. He toes the line. That for me, ladies and gentlemen, is brainwashing. We know that among the many beliefs of the Hare Krishna movement, they do believe that there's such a thing as a Vishnu floating in an ocean of milk with his consort Lakshmi massaging his feet. Is it not astounding that one of the CEO of the Ford Motor Company, one of the biggest company in the world, that have to use great intelligence to function, would believe such thing, and possibly relinquishing to the past the belief of his family in Jesus Christ. Alfred is 71 years old now, and I really wish that before he dies, he record some video, some statement to apologize for not having spoken out against the use and abuse of the Hare Krishna movement. Maybe sooner than later, you will stand up and say, this was wrong. Thank you very much, and namaste.